already complaining about a lack of power. New car with a new engine, and it's a Group N engine from a Mitsubishi Lancer. You can hear there popping and banging with the anti-lag. Leading Group T1.2 and also leading the local Portuguese championship. Eric Vigoureau, 5th fastest, 10 minutes 18 behind Campos, said the big truck was too large for the twisty tracks and very dangerous with the trees, very close. Having won the 24 Hours of Marrakesh, I suspect he's used to a bit more space out in the deserts, but nonetheless a good position. And what a fantastic truck. No, we didn't change anything on the car. Last week, took part in the 24 Hours of Morocco. We won that race. We won every stage. That's why we didn't change anything. And we want to continue that run of success. So Leonard Novitsky, winner of the first stage, up a surprise, down in 8th position. A small impact jammed a wheel. And the Russian driver lost a few minutes in sand. He had to receive some help from Ricardo Leal dos Santos, who helped him to get out of the sand. So not a great start for the leader of the FIA Championship. He was 3rd fastest up to checkpoint 1, but lost 15 minutes overall. So Campos now leading in the BMW, 4 minutes 38 ahead of Eric van der Loon. Olivier in 3rd place, Barbosa and Vigoureau rounding out the top 5. We're hearing as well there might well be some road penalties for Barbosa, Campos and Novitsky for speeding in a 30-kilometre zone. So all these things are tracked with GPS tracking. Whenever they pass through somewhere that's dangerous, they get a warning in the car that they need to slow down and from the road, but they're supposed to follow that. And unfortunately, it looks like a few of the drivers have fallen foul of that, and we'll confirm the penalties for you later. Join us after the break. We're going to have all the action from the bikes. See you in a minute.
For you to experience the greatest race in the world, Eurosport goes 24. From scrutineering to the podium, get set to live a full week of Motormania. Day by day, get to the heart of Le Mans with the magazine 24 Minutes, live right throughout the week. And you won't miss a second of the big duel between Audi and Peugeot, because the race is live, non-stop, on Saturday and Sunday. The Le Mans 24-hour race from June the 7th to the 13th, live and in high definition on Eurosport and Eurosport 2. Don't miss a minute of top-notch tennis from the French Open. Follow all the action and your favorite stars at Roland Garros with the exclusive multi-court service from Eurosport Player. Choose the matches you want to watch both live and on demand. To find out more, go now to EurosportPlayer.com.
Download WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2010 on your mobile. Just send Euro5 to the number next to your flag and join the Jamba subscription.
Voor Nederland stuur je euro 5 naar 4636.
Suomesta tekstaat euro 5 numeroon 17 30 17. Hinta vain 4 euroa, kun aloitat tilauksen.
Para España, envía euro 5 al 35 235.
Full motorsport coverage, including every move in F1 and the World Touring Car Championship as it happens, with interviews, breaking news and results, all at Eurosport.yahoo.com.
back, joining us for the action from the bikes on the first day of the Estoril Portimao Marrakesh Rally, and Luis Correa, national motocross champion, won the super special stage. This is his first time in an endurance event, a Dakar style event, and some people weren't expecting him to win, but a short 4 kilometre stage suited his style perfectly, and he took the scratch time. He's happy with that, because it means he's not going to follow any dust on the further stages, but then realised that he had never used a road before and it was going to be quite hard work for him leading out for the second stage. Paulo Goncalves, no problems on the first stage for the BMW rider, only lost a second. Said it was a funny stage, but said he was leaving in a good position for the afternoon. He didn't want to come out in the lead.
Was it important to be fast in this first?
I think the best is starting 3rd or 3rd position, but if I win, I start first and I ride with the road book, and it's not new for me, and I go try good ride with the road book.
Mario Petreo, 2009 Portuguese off-road champion Suzuki rider, lost 3 seconds for the leader and said he'd ridden as fast as he could. It was a new experience for him. It was a long race and an unknown journey. We're still at home in Portugal and the evidence has barely begun. So a lot of these guys really looking forward to this, but with a lot to learn. Yser Rodriguez on the Yamaha 450, a careful start for one of the big favourites, somebody with a lot of experience. A short, fast stage, and he said he slightly lowered his pace in the middle to avoid starting at the front this afternoon. So you can see a real difference between the experienced riders and the newcomers. Frans Verhoeven on the BMW 450, the Netherlands rider, had a problem on his bike when they installed the GPS system. They cut one of the wires. He had a very stressful scrutineering very late and in a hurry, and not a good way to start the race. So he took it easy just to get his head into the right place. We're going to have a chat with Frans.
Well, it's the first time for me doing this race. I looked very forward to it, to race here, because it was a while I didn't race since Abu Dhabi, and we were quite busy developing the new BMW rally bike, and it's always also a test for us here to test the bike, and also in conditions like in Morocco. So I'm really happy to be here, and as you see, the weather is nice, and up there where I live it's still wet and cold, so I'm happy.
David Casto on the Sherco arrived late at night in Estoril. The mechanics put the bike through scrutineering for him, and he took it easy on the first stage, 10 seconds behind Correa. Yeah, really beautiful small stage, very funny with a perfect track. A lot of spectators and supporters, so really good beginning to the race, very happy. Obviously enjoying a bit of showboating, I would say, there in front of the crowds. Big smile on his face, no stress. Ruben Faria, Portuguese rider on the KTM 690. Said he didn't take any risks, but didn't want to open the stage for the second stage. He went off the road slightly in a wet area, but no problems for him or the bike. There's a lot of navigation in the second stage. I tried to stay in the pack just to see how the race will go and not open the road this afternoon. At the moment, I don't know exactly where I finished in the ranking, but most important for me was not to open the road. Very important to attack on the second stages. So for this first stage, the ranking for the super special of the bikes won't actually affect their overall classification. All it's going to do is decide the running order, and that's why so many of the guys were keen not to lead, because they just want to push this afternoon, chase someone at the front who's doing the navigation for them, and see if they can set a great time. Yser Rodriguez knows this stage very well, didn't take any risks, and is surprised to make the best stage time of the day. He said it was a beautiful day and had a 23-second lead. My main goal's to win, so the aim is done for today. It was a difficult day with difficult navigation and much dust on the track. It was a good day for me, even if I have to open the road tomorrow. Luis Correa then defying his inexperience at the navigation. His first experience of a cross-country rally, the young Portuguese continues to be a surprise and takes the second fastest time on the second special stage. keeping second spot in the overall classification. So it could be one to watch.
This is my first rally, and that special is a little bit more easy for me because I have the lines, the cars, and I feel the lines, and I follow the lines, and I learned the route book, but I learn really slow. But it's good for my training for tomorrow. Tomorrow and other days is really important, the road book, and it's good for me in that second place.
Farrier, the last remaining KTM Works rider, didn't take any risks, lost 2 minutes 27, and just said the bike was a bit too heavy for the short and twisty stage. Frans Verhoeven on the BMW 450, with the problem since scrutineering, he just wanted to raise the rhythm progressively, and lost 3 minutes 23 on this first leg. He's waiting for Morocco to attack and make the difference. Everything went well on a very varied special. David Casto on the Sherco. As with Farrier and Verhoeven, he won't attack before Morocco. Nice and slow, losing 5 minutes, but not worried. He said that bike's a bit heavier than one he used in the last round at Sardinia. Paulo Goncalves took a branch of a tree and broke his oil pipe and lost the oil. Classification for special stage 2, Helder Rodriguez leading from Correa, Farrier, Verhoeven and Casto, but all still to play for. And it's really going to be the long stages when we get down to Morocco, which are going to decide who wins this rally. So, Cyril Desprez explains to us about tomorrow's stage, Portimao and back to Portimao. Look for stages 3 and 4. We're in the south of Portugal, which reminds me of the Dakar in 2006-2007. The day will begin with a special stage of 180 kilometers. A lot of trees and rocks at the edge of the tracks. Very technical. And a lot of public there to support the competitors. A tricky stage as always in this landscape. And then, as we have a lot of fans for cross-country rallying in Portugal, the organisers have made a second small stage, the fourth, just for the show, in front of the public in Portimao, near the well-known circuit. A beautiful second race day in the Algarve. So thanks for joining us for the first day's action. We'll see you for the rest of the week for highlights from the Portimao to Marrakesh rally.